Welcome, Crows fans, air conditioners, and inanimate carbon rods everywhere. It's Ali and Ant at hashtag
TwoCrowsS03Ep20 Ali.
Yes, here we are, Anthony. A slightly depressing mood. So this is episode 20, Crows versus Pies, or as I call it, the store high and transit episode. You can look that up, kiddies. You can look that up. It's a factual term, but it sort of sums up the game. You did learn that, didn't you? Oh, okay. So we lost. It was horrible.
Lost new.
66 points. Same. It was just worse, actually. Second half worse. The worst loss at Adelaide Oval for us. We had a lot of firsts, didn't we? Didn't kick a goal in the first quarter.
Creating history here, Ali.
Oh, God. Do you want to know the type of mood Ant and I were in, peeps? When we left the game, we thought we got to work out some of this pent-up anger.
Yep.
Should we call it that, Anthony?
Call it that.
Yeah. So we went home, dusted off the old Gibson, cranked on the Marshall amp, and got the old Pearl drum kit out, and we bashed out a bit of a song.
In the garage, Ali.
Yeah, just a bit of the garage music. We'll play the rest of it at maybe the end of the potty.
I reckon.
But we'll just give you a snapshot of what it is. I think you'll know what it's called, but have a listen. Kicking out the dust, Anthony. And that's the end of the podcast.
It's done.
Click.
Let's finish. Let's finish
Oh,
this
my
baby.
God. Okay. Well, there's
dear.
only so many things we can say, the same things that have been happening
So we're on
every week,
Ali.
bar 2 games since the bye and earlier in the season.
I don't know what they did during the bye period, but questions have to be asked because
we
were
had
sitting in the top 4.
Yeah, but we also had some... You could see the issues earlier.
Oh, you could.
But they were masked by the teams we played. And,
they were certainly wallpaper.
And then they were exposed like a wound.
Big time. But for some reason, we've decided the plan was during the during the bye break, Ali, that we're not going to rock up for second halves, clearly.
Well, sometimes we don't even rock up for firsts.
Well, that's true. Like last week.
Oh, we sat and suffered in our jocks for that one. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Where do we start?
Where do we start? Should we do our 3-2-1? Because that's about the only thing.
Yeah.
We'll get some positive out of the way.
Yeah.
3 votes. And this was tough, people, trust me, because I wanted to come in just with a blank sheet. And Ant goes, no, better do the right thing. And I'm like, I don't want to do the right thing. Did a tantrum.
We've got to do the right thing.
Did a bit of a curiosity. Just kicked him through water and swore and
went and threw some tennis rackets.
I did. Okay, 3 votes. Bubba Smith.
Brody Smith.
Because that's all we got. He did try and provide run.
He tried.
Why? Okay, here, before I go into the second vote, the only thing I didn't like that Smithers did, and I really didn't like, tap, 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 tap on the table, why on earth did Eddie Betts handball him the ball for our first kick at goal when Eddie Betts was lining up out in front?
Oh.
Why? That set the whole... That could have been Eddie Betts' 600th goal. First bit of the game.
Yeah.
Eddie Betts' 600th.
That's right.
Momentum.
Momentum.
No,
for the
what
crowd.
did he do? Handballed it off. Why?
I
Getting revved up now.
I don't know, Ali.
Okay,
it was
kickstarted brain fart
like
at the
a lot
extreme.
of our decisions this year. Brain farts.
On and off the field.
On and off the field.
Eddie knows better. There's this whole thing.
He wasn't that far out, was he?
I think he might have been near. He might be near his range, but at end of his range. But have a shot.
Have a shot, son.
Jeez.
Absolutely.
Okay, 2 votes. Could have easily gotten 3 votes. Was Fogg.
Yeah.
Because we almost could have given him a point per goal, really.
His aggression, though, Ali. His aggression. What about how... I don't know who the defender was. He was just tapping him and he just threw his... That was
right back. We've thought, that's going to hurt. That's going to leave him up. He was quick too.
Gave a nice old look as well, didn't he?
He wouldn't want to be on the wrong end of that. So Fogg was at least a shining light that got everyone up and about.
Yep.
And last, we'll have to go to another defender because that's really it. I actually wanted to give no votes, to be brutally honest, and brought up Towles.
Yeah.
I think he's got a bit of a hangover effect from last week, but
Who's that?
You from putting tails in there because he had a cracking game last week. But let's face it, the defence was absolutely smashed.
Well, watching it in front of us was
horrible. We were exposed to the Jamie Elliott quarters when he was just poor Lukey Brown. Didn't matter where he went, and everyone keeps going, "Oh, Luke Brown." Yeah, sometimes he got him, but other times there was
blame
nothing.
the midfield.
Yep, there was nothing he could do.
Particularly in that third quarter, because Collingwood were just Trelaw and Grundy just killed us.
Yeah, but they had a compromised team. They had half their teams out injured.
Yeah, they didn't even have to go. Imagine if the goalie and Stevenson was playing Ellie. Oh my, might have been a massive shellacking. Even bigger than what was it? 66,
I think it was.
Oh dear.
Weeks 11. Will this finally make the Crows hierarchy? Hashtag yes. Will this finally make the hierarchy stop thinking that if we make finals that there's nothing wrong? Surely this game proves, and I think Pikes deserves, she'd come out and said it, there needs to be a review.
He's put it out there.
Good, because it needed to be. We've been saying it for how long? Oh. Fans have been saying it for how long?
Correct.
There was nothing. There was efforts. What's wrong with Tom Lynch these last couple of weeks? Darcy Fogarty had more possessions than Tom Lynch. Can you explain that one to me? And he looks like he can't even be bothered.
He can't. He looks cooked. Personally,
if he's cooked, get him outside.
He looks cooked.
Get him outside.
He looks disinterested as well, doesn't he?
But that's you could throw a blanket over the players that appeared disinterested. I'm not saying they aren't, but geez, texting his presser today, he was
broken man.
No, I don't want to use the term broken man over and over again, but yeah, he looked like a broken man. It was absolutely horrid.
Really?
You could just see.
Does he look washed out?
He looks peed off, annoyed, sad, broken. He's carrying the weight of the team. Like, they trot him out. Every time there is something horrible,
you're spot on.
Comes out. Only when it's soft, they bring out Sloane. I think Sloane needs to come out and do some of these.
Yeah.
Pike, I would have actually been happier if they had Pike, Tex and Rory, and possibly even Fags out there to front up for that. They can't just go, we're still a mathematical
chance last year was the voice as well. On his Triple M.
Wheeled out.
Correct.
Wheeled out completely.
And I understand that's a paid position, but at the end of the day, he shouldn't always have to come out and defend the football club either because...
But Roo does it on his station. He shouldn't always have to come out and defend the club. Where is Fagan? Let me just see, where are we up to? Is it 5 days and counting? For Fagan since
Andrew
his last...
Fagan. When was he last?
Last active was...
He's a no-show, Ali. Andrew Fagan.
It's fans...
I took screenshots of
5 days since his last tweet and 8 days since the last thing was about a game, which was the West Coast loss.
I took screenshots of tweets that fans are sending to him, and I said to him, are you listening to your fans and members, Fagan, at Fags1?
I think you're not the only one that did that,
honestly,
Anthony. He is getting smacked.
He's getting smashed, and I wouldn't be too surprised he's just deleted the Twitter app for the next week.
Well, no, because we went in and had a look on his record, and he's still liking posts.
Oh, okay, so we're still around the place.
He's still around the place. He's still active on Twitter. Okay. He's just hasn't sent anything out himself. Part of me goes, well, what can he say? Because he's going to get smashed.
Yeah.
But the club hasn't tweeted. That. The club hasn't even tweeted anything apart from game results. Like, there's usually something else coming out from the club.
Good Phil story normally.
Yeah, feel good or a good Phil story.
Good Phil, feel good.
Anywho, back to the game. I've got some stats to throw at you, Anthony. Just to give you
I'm sure.
It is. Crows only had 5 players that got to the 20+ mark of disposals. All the rest, and then there were 3 players even in single digits. Not good enough for tackles. Let's go. We'll talk about
tackles
pressure.
Would be team tackles.
Brad
would
Crouch,
be terrible.
7 was the leader. The next best 2 were
Sloane.
Matt Crouch and Gibbs.
Gibbs.
No, and then Sloane was in a glut. Jake Kelly, 3 tackles. But there were a lot of.
You should have laid more than that. The ball was living in their half.
Then there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players with 0 tackles. Contested possessions. Anyone get a few? Sloane, of course, up there. Brodie Smith. That's quite good for him.
Yep.
Matt Crouch and Brad Crouch led the way, and even Cedo.
Seedsman.
I actually had a song ready for Cedo, but he didn't really light it up for me. So if he does
looked on in the first quarter.
And then...
plateaued.
Off. Also, just to let you know, for the this episode 20.
Yes. Episode 20. Can you believe that, Ali?
Things we'll have a look at today, just to give you a heads up, so you know where we're headed. We actually have a plan.
We do
and
have
everything.
a plan.
I want to have a look at who's improved, who's stagnated, and who's gone backwards.
Yep.
That's a little bit there I want to go. Ant's going to do the pass the salt and the cow's beef.
Yeah.
And we've also got some questions for some Twitter followers.
Lovely.
And
you always like our listeners and
absolutely
Twitter followers sending in questions.
Yeah, and then I suppose we've got to have a look at the final round.
How
And then we can get into... Then we can just be interested in the finals if that's what you care to do. But, yes, we'll have a look at round 23. I mean, the only saving grace we had this weekend was all the Power fans that dumped heaps on us after the result. And then next minute, they've put us... We lost by 6 points and got into the 8. That was funny. Like, that was... Only Port could do that. Like, who would suspect...
It's history in the making for them, Ali.
Oh,
remember?
mate, it's just constant history. Actually, you want to know history in the making? Thank you for that segue. And this isn't good. For the Adelaide Crows...
Good,
I'll find
what
something.
Is good?
I'll find something. Adelaide Crows' lowest scores at Adelaide Oval ever since we've moved there. 4 out of the 5 lowest scores occurred this year. I do not want to hear any more that we're doing fine because we almost made the 8. And we've got this same, and this club made a grand final 2 years ago.
That was 2 bloody years ago. We should...
Exactly.
Yeah.
So did you want to do one of the others before I head into the who's improved, stagnated, and went backwards? Because I've got an interesting part I want to bring up with that. But if you want to do this,
pass the salt. Yeah.
Okay, Ant. Where are you going to go for this one, mate?
Oh, SA footy fans.
Fair.
I don't know what's in the water, but there's something telling about the water, Ali. Because
I think you're right, mate.
the football right now for the 2 AFL clubs.
Oh, it's putrid.
Really, really poor.
It's like they're drinking Adelaide water.
Yeah, that's right. And showering in it.
Yeah. Drinking their own bath water,
They
that it?
They are.
Isn't that
and
the
their
same?
own, what is it? Kool-Aid. What is it?
Drinking your Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid,
The old
yeah.
Kool-Aid's coming into it.
Yes. Is that stuff in the orange bottle?
Gatorade.
No, not Gatorade. The glass bottle, screw lid.
Fanta.
No, not Fanta. I don't know. It was back in the day stuff.
Lucasade.
Yeah, Lucas said it was fizzy.
Yeah, well, they've moved on to Gatorade now. Yeah.
Gatorade.
Yeah. Have Gatorade.
So they went from Lucasade. So they had that, did they?
So is that your...
That's my pass to soul. Just SA footy fans in general, Ali. Our AFL clubs.
All of them have got a right.
Stink.
They suck even.
Stink.
I
seen a silly tweet, though, the other day. I seen a really silly tweet by some Victorian, which you wouldn't expect. Well, you know what he said?
What?
He said that is SA football in crisis because there's not enough population in South Australia. Like, whatever, mate. Like, how's that going to dictate results? You flog.
It's not even going to make
Moronic.
sense. Oh, that doesn't even make sense. Have you got the next bit? You ready for that?
I do have cow's beef here. Oh.
Ready? Sound like that one's about to give birth, I think. She's a bit tired. It's getting near the end of the season.
Adelaide Football Club.
That's about where we're at.
That's the cow's beef.
Oh, what's your beef? Let me guess. The list is long and extensive.
It's a long list, Ali. It's a long, arduous list.
Yeah. Yep. So, is there anything you wanted to talk about, or just in general, most people, if you've a Crows
my beef
fan,
right now is with my football club, and you know I love them dearly, and I'll support the football club, and I'll support them, and I'll be invested if we were bottom, alley. But right now, the performance is just. It's disheartening. Honestly,
well,
it's heartbreaking.
If you're at the bottom, you know you're at the bottom.
Yeah, and it's
like we're sliding towards the bottom, but people think and the club's talked up. The
club thought that we're in a premiership window.
Exactly.
The club decided to continue with these.
We were, and then 2018 happened.
Oh, we've stuffed it up.
And then 2019 happened.
We got too cute.
Well, I don't know if we got too cute. We just thought
we'll change things up and hopefully have a crack at it in 2018. Well, we've fallen face first into the
the abyss. Would that be fair?
Somewhere on the Gold Coast, and
God.
it's gone haywire from there, Ali. Bloody haywire.
Bloody haywire, Bruce. That sounds a bit rough. Here's a
Like,
question. Yeah.
Two wins
Since the bye.
against lowly teams in Gold Coast and St Kilda. Like, come off it.
Well, let's have a look. Let's go back from round 23 last year.
Sure.
Okay. The last round was a win. Can you count this for me, Anthony? Tick them down.
Sure.
So there was a win against Carlton last year.
Yes,
we worked backwards.
yes, we worked backwards.
So we don't spoil the surprise.
Yep.
We beat North Melbourne.
Yep.
We lost to the Giants.
Yep.
We beat the Pear.
Okay, so that's 3.
Yep. Lost to Melbourne. And we
Was that big flogging?
No. We beat Brisbane.
Okay, yep.
And
That was up there.
we beat Geelong.
Okay, that's 5.
Yep. We got flogged by the Tigers. We beat West Coast.
Okay.
And then we had a bye by the looks of that. And then we went down to the Hawks. Then we went down to the Dockers.
Yep.
And we went down to the Giants. And we got flogged by Melbourne. And we beat the Bulldogs.
Okay, so that's 7.
We lost to the Pear. And we smashed Carlton.
Yep.
We smashed Gold Coast.
Yep.
We beat the Swans.
That's 10.
Yep. And we lost to Collingwood. We beat St Kilda. And we beat Richmond. And we lost to Essendon. How many wins is that?
12.
So we won 12 games last year.
Yes.
How many
12 wins.
And that was with Anis Horribilis with the injuries. And the camp
Correct.
fiasco.
Correct.
Still 12 wins.
12 wins, yep.
Right. How many this year? 1 game left.
10?
Yep.
Yeah.
Haven't had the injuries, have we?
No.
Haven't had a camp.
No. So it sounds like your cow's beef
wrong.
is the Crows as well, Ali.
I think you could be right.
I was going to really bang that studio desk, Ali.
Oh, but doesn't that say
I was
enough?
going to do a Nathan Buckley. Oh, that's a big moo.
That's a big move because it's a pretty big annoyance factor.
No, 12 wins last year.
In a absolutely horrendous year. It's smashed with injuries. Yeah. Absolutely smashed with injuries.
So we're
the camp debacle. Who did we lose out of it? Mitch McGovern. He didn't have a big impact in the year.
No.
Right. So does that lead me on to my section?
Realistically, I don't see us beating the Bulldogs this weekend. No. So we're going to be on 10 wins.
Yep.
10 and
whatever the
rest is.
Be 10-13.
That's crap.
Well, that probably leads me into something. So going into this year,
yes.
I'm going to give you just some. Okay, I'll go through. So I've got who's improved, who's stagnated, and who's gone backwards.
Okay.
Let's start with the good news.
3 phases, yeah.
Good news. Who's improved? Riley O'Brien.
Oh, absolutely. Out of the wood this year, Ali.
Alex Keith.
Yep.
Till his
he
injury.
was AA early part of the year.
Kelly.
And you know what? He's
Consistent.
probably consistent and probably the only player that looks like he's hurting and actually playing with passion for the footy club and that jumper at the moment.
Played 2 games, but Fogg.
3 games.
3 games?
Yep. He's kicked 10 goals in 3 weeks, Ali.
You got to take that.
Absolutely.
Done. Camillus Yeoman until he got injured. Until he had that 1 week injury.
That's another thing they're not.
Until he had that 1 week injury.
Yeah, which
stress
is
fractures. We're getting a lot of stress injuries.
I still don't rate that high performance department.
And probably the best good news story of the year is Brad Crouch. Has to be above and all.
Great to have him back.
That is the group that I've called improved. Can you think of anyone to add to the improved list?
No, not playing at AFL level.
Right. Who stagnated?
How long's my arm out?
Yeah. I'm going to read you my names here, and some of these I've gone through with Ant already. Miller.
Yep. Yeah, his last 2 weeks, I don't.
But even then, before then, he sort of started off, and then after the bye, he's dropped off.
Him
so I've gone stagnated.
I like him playing that midfield role.
I've got him stagnating. He's had some good and bad, and it's just hasn't taken off. Would that be fair?
Yeah, that's spot on. But do you think that's also due to coaching as well? Because they're not bedding him down in a position.
But going hard at the ball isn't.
Yeah, that's true.
Mind you, he does do. I don't know whether he's confused. Get him one role and just like Cole Hartigan needs a role and just sit him in it.
Set him up in
Gooch.
one role. Well, he's not being played, so I'll say, yeah, he has. He's
Seeds.
stagnated.
Especially after his injury.
That injury, yeah, because he was in good form.
There's some of these that are... Here's the three I've got that have stagnated from injury.
Yeah.
Seeds, Talia.
Yeah.
Because he's had a couple of really good weeks.
Didn't get a full pre-season.
Yep. And Dougsy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's almost going back.
Once again, well, he is going back.
That's syndesmosis.
Syndesmosis.
Yep.
Correct.
Bubba Smith until he got moved.
Yep.
Yep. Sauce.
Yep.
He's probably gone backwards actually, but he had an injury again, so we'll put him at the same.
But that's
Matt Crouch hasn't taken it to the next level.
not at all.
He was there last year.
He gets a lot of the ball.
But do you say he's gone?
No.
It's little Spud Murphy, glimpses, and then
but you
D-Mac.
There's there's an answer for Murphy.
D-Mac.
Yeah, he's very same, isn't he?
Yeah, and Brown.
Once
he's
again,
been good, but he was injured, and he's another one that's come in there.
Do you see there's a bit of a trend there?
Yes, for the stagnated ones, but gone backwards. Let's see if there's any trends there, because I don't think there really is.
Okay.
Tom Lynch.
Yeah, he's been really poor. Really poor.
Has he been in there injured as well?
Yeah, injured, and because he had that calf. Remember, he had that calf,
and that went for a long time. So, but he hasn't come back. He's gone backwards.
Yeah.
So, and the last couple of weeks have been an indictment. JJ, obviously.
Yeah. Big time.
I'm actually going to put Rory Sloane in there.
Yeah. That's fair.
He's probably stagnated.
His last 2 weeks
backwards.
have been all right, but from then on, before that, it was really.
Game, he's just. You've heard me say he does things, but it's not.
It's not Rory Sloane. Type.
Eddie Betts.
Is it? Yep. That's fair.
Rory Laird. I'm being harsh here.
Oh, he's nowhere near All-Australian level. He's been
Tex.
All-Australian 2 years in a row. Nowhere near it.
Tex.
Yep.
Hardo.
Oh, yes.
Riley O'Brien. I mean, not Riley O'Brien. Rat.
Yep.
Gibbs.
Yep.
Greenwood.
Yeah, big time.
And Knight.
Absolutely.
has an injury,
Yeah.
but they've all gone backwards. But no. Here's something before. So that, especially that list have gone backwards, right? I want you to really think about this. This is the important part, people. The players ranked as elite at the beginning of the year for our team. Okay. Ready? Betts, Sloane, Lynch, Laird, Smith, and Seed.
Yeah, right. And that's rated by Champion Data, isn't it?
So, yes.
Wow.
How many of those have gone backwards or stagnated? That's our elite group. That is what's killed us this year. Our elite players, the best of our best, are nowhere near their best.
Yeah, that's damning, isn't it? Wow. Right. That's a bit shocking. You've just dropped the microphone there,
I did.
Because that's shocking.
That's something to think about. That's huge.
That's good stuff there.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow. And you think about it, what do we look like next year then?
Is it...
If these guys aren't... Like, these guys have had a really poor year.
Yeah, is it injury? Is it like...
Well, that's what I'm looking at. Like, we've rated them in the 3 phases, but there's a trend there. These players who have been injured aren't coming back to their full... Capacity.
Yep. Laird hasn't been injured, though, and he's young, because people go, okay, Betts, Sloane, Lynch... Smith's 28. Seeds is, 26, 27?
Is my age, yeah, 27.
Yep. So... But there is this, and then the others that have gone backwards, have a look at that. That group as well.
Yeah, that's damning.
That's
scary.
Yep. I'm just letting that sink in, because I think that's where this year has gone, where.
Oh.
Up. Tips up, as we would like to say.
Tips up, all right. Hashtag
TwoCrowsS03Ep20. Yeah, exactly.
Wow. You've just dropped
I just dropped the bomb. Just putting it out there. Now, just quickly, when we were talking about the Crows, how they did their Stephen Bradbury into the 8, because that's literally what happened.
Yeah,
essentially. It was just to give you something a bit light and a bit of brevity to the situation. The Crows sucked. Everyone goes, when you think the Crows, nothing could suck more than the Crows lost. Port Pear comes along and goes, hold my watery West End. Let me show you how it's done. Did you know, just quickly, I know it's not a Pear one, but just because I was staggered by the stat, they contested possessions or tackles They were 50 less than North Melbourne.
Oh, wow. That's damning too.
50. I didn't even think that was possible.
I told you North Melbourne play a pretty hard brand, but wow.
Considering North Melbourne had kicked 1 goal the week before, Anthony.
Correct. But surely Port... See, that comes back to leaders and coaching, because surely Port would think, well, okay, they're going to come out breathing fire because they've kicked their lowest score ever in the club's history. Yep. So therefore, well, we're going to prepare these players well.
What's our excuse then?
Oh, a lot of ours is preparation too.
I think you could be right. What was it? Did you already go through the... Anthony had some interesting things as well. Before we get into the questions... I think about the reporting structures. So this is just going back to some things, and this will probably tie into some of the questions that we've had from Twitter followers.
It's bizarre. I was listening to Malcolm Blight, and I just found this bizarre. Actually, there was weird reporting last year too, if we think about it.
I thought they changed it.
The doctor reporting to the physio,
and I thought they changed it.
So what's happening? I don't quite understand this reporting line. However, the head of football... Brett Burton reports to board member Mark Rasciuto.
He's list management
and
as part of his portfolio.
Decisions. Correct.
But they're like besties.
Correct.
They're really good mates, close mates.
I found that very intriguing. And then you go on to
I find that very disappointing. Crows website.
I find it disgusting, actually.
Well, it's not a good look. Whether it's fair on the inside,
We're not a good look at all, though, Ali, at the moment.
But it'd be like me reporting to you reporting to me.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Everything is awesome. No. You'll be right, mate. I'll help you through.
Yeah, that's right. Let's just link arms.
And throw me the under the bus and kumbaya. First chance you got. Trip. That wouldn't be very nice, Anthony.
No, I wouldn't, Ali.
I know you wouldn't, mate. I know you wouldn't.
I might have a boo-boo trap set up somewhere.
Yeah, probably that instead.
You know, speaking of boo-boo traps, this is just going off.
Yeah, that's here. Okay. Tangent.
I said boo-boo trap and my nephew said, you said booby.
Get him in young.
That's right.
At least he's picking up on these things.
That's right.
Hey, one thing we have forgotten. Listening to the presses. No, listen to the presses here. We played a little bit of Crows Bingo and field position, contested ball, and then even text, field position. I was drunk by the end of that presser.
I'm still sobering.
Oh, wait a minute. And we've got 1 week to turn it around.
Centre clearances.
Wait a minute. Centre clearances. 1 week CB. To turn it around. CB. Game plan. Got to look at the game plan. I'll back the boys in.
Oh, cliches.
We'll back the coach. We have
just
our full support.
His role.
Play with a bit of passion. There we go.
Spirit.
There we go. That was a Crows Bingo.
Hashtag Two Crows Footy.
Last without having my stomach pumped.
You and I were.
The amount of.
We were in the ED again.
Oh shit! Again. I used to playing Crows Bingo again. Kicked us out.
What are you here for? Oh, Crows Bingo.
Yeah, they knew.
Yeah, that's right.
Because there was 15 other people lined up in front of us.
You need an EpiCap?
Just that charcoal stuff down the throat. We'll be right in. We'll be fine. Back to this. Oh, there was some rumours going around about a premiership player taking the chairman role.
Yeah, this is bizarre. Who is this?
No, well, people were like,
premiership player? Yeah.
No.
Nippy wasn't, was
no,
it?
No, not at all. But people trying to insinuate Bix, I listened to it on AA and they were like, Pittman, and they were like, Pittman, nah, definitely not. And they asked Bix if he'd been asked and he's like, nah. But they said that wouldn't be a good look. And I'm like, so pencil it in then, it's done. Because, we're all full of, let's do what looks good.
Let's do what, that's right.
Yeah. But anywho,
all about the
perception, isn't it? And the appearances.
The appearances,
which
correct.
Does not always look good. Okay, some questions in here from some Twitter followers. I'm just getting stuff ready. Yeah, Stephen Crow, because I just love your name, at Stephen Crow, not to be confused with Stephen Rowe.
Michael H is his profile.
So thank you for your question. It's got, if the club relents and agrees to an external review, will they make the results public, or do we have to fight for that as well? I think it's enough pressure that they're going to have to do an external review. I think, again, the table's tipped and everything else if they don't. If they do have an external review, which I think they definitely should, I think initially we'll be drip fed the positives. What we want, though, is transparency and authenticity. I think things will be leaked. If they don't come out and be authentic and transparent with the findings or the recommendations from an external audit, now they know they can't tell us everything, but give us a not a glossed over everything is awesome
like
view.
The camp was.
Yep. It will be leaked. And that's going to start disharmony all over again, and it's going to be the same rinse, wash, repeat.
Correct.
And there'll be another audit to audit the audit.
Correct.
So I think we need to get on the front foot, own whatever it is, admit it, stop the rot, stop the rumours, stop the speculation.
Stop the lies.
But then do something about it.
Yeah.
And not just within the four walls.
Yeah.
Bring in people that aren't related to the club, they're unknown to the club.
Yeah.
But are a professional unit that have maybe helped other premiership clubs and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
Bring that in.
Spot on. No, I agree with that, Ali.
Yes, I think we'll only be drip fed initially.
That's
results.
just typical of AFC at the moment, Ali.
At the moment, the custodians of our great club.
Oh, they just like to push things under the carpet, Ali.
That's how it feels, Anthony.
That's how it feels.
So I hope that addresses part of it.
Feels like we're being us fans, because they
got
got to
a feeling
remember
that way.
We're going to be around forever, the fans. Just feels like we're falling on deaf ears.
It definitely feels that way. Another one, a favourite of ours as well. Definitely not Kane Corns, because I just love the name he went with. Where to from here? Simple question.
Where to from here? Well, let's lose against the Bulldogs next week.
We shouldn't be like that. We should be.
We should be optimistic, but at the end of the day,
we don't deserve to play.
No, we don't. No, and you know what? We'll do nothing.
Tex in his presser came out and said he's confident we can beat any team anywhere, and you should have seen the replies going. Tex, please, come on, Tex. Now they have to believe that, correct?
He's been drinking.
They do have to. They do have to. They do have to believe that, correct?
I understand that.
They do have to, but I think past performance cannot dictate that we could. Richmond and West Coast are the benchmark. That game on the weekend, Brisbane and Geelong,
classic
benchmark games.
Classics.
That's where we need to be if we want to compete, and have a chance at winning.
Have a chance, absolutely.
Are we?
The game has changed so much.
We beat the Western Bulldogs. Does that look like a side that could beat Brisbane, even Geelong, West Coast, or Richmond, Collingwood even? That's the five.
That's right. And Collingwood were very undermanned. So
no. Where to from here? What I would like to see, I'll throw it over to Ant as well. I've got number one, external review, all areas of the club with no predetermined outcomes. Full transparency and authenticity is the key.
Authenticity is the key word, Ali, because that's.
But how many people are going to believe it when they are being authentic? So they're going to have to prove it and get runs on the board. Would that be fair?
That's right. So the proof will be in the pudding.
Yep, will be in the eating. Proof of the pudding's in the eating.
Yes.
Player list review. We've been told it's going to be harsh. I don't want to just see two easy cuts like an Otten or a Douglas and say, "Oh, well done, boys."
Thanks. We've made tough calls here.
Yeah, and that's what I don't want to see. Coaching staff review. I think that goes without
spot
saying.
on. High performance. Yep. That whole football department. The football department's the problem now.
So Don Pike needs his men. He needs the people he wants in the seats.
And
give him 2 years.
Spend the money to do it.
Give him his 2 years. And if he can't do it by then, fine. But he has to have the resources to be the best at his job, correct?
Spot on.
Don't just give him second handies.
SNFL.
You know what I mean?
These SNFL coaches could be great people, but
we need some proven experience. We need first timers,
coaches, some experience and great systems
and successful systems.
Yeah.
Management and admin need to be reviewed. No, management and admin review.
Yeah.
Recruiters list management review. Yeah, let me get there. Board review, game plan, game style. Have a look at the game. Have a look at the way the best teams are playing and evolve from there because it's going to change.
It's
going to change.
The 6-6-6 formation got us on the hop.
But we knew it was coming.
Well, that's it. That's I don't know what they were doing during the preseason.
It looked good though.
It did look good, and I felt good because it was better than the year before.
Yeah.
And they talked up a great preseason, and we've had 10 wins to date, Ali.
10. I'm just saying. So where to from here? External review.
They tried to change game style.
A full player list review, coaching staff, management and admin, list management, recruiting, board, game plan, game style. You name it, top, bottom. Top, bottom. What would you like to see?
Has to be top, bottom.
Where would you like to see from here, Ant?
Oh, I agree with all those key points.
Is there
Ali.
anything else that you can see too? I want...
Oh, look, Ali, the main thing I want is transparency. And, like, I understand how fans can get frustrated with what's reported in the media, and I do. But when the club's so secretive and...
they're damned if they do and damned if they don't, but they're their own worst enemy.
Exactly, because, you know, they're not that giving. They're not that giving to the media. They're really not.
They have to be very specific with how they state things, though, to be fair. Because the media will twist everything that gets
Well, when
said.
you've got a flog in town called Kane Corns, yeah, absolutely.
But he just does it for attention. I wouldn't have even mentioned him because he's just doing it to try and bring himself into
and you know what? The
conversation.
club's bigger than him.
Yeah, so leave him out.
Who cares?
The player list review, I'd like to see us go out and bring in... When's the last time we brought in some A-grade talent? Please do not say Bryce Gibbs.
No, I won't say Bryce Gibbs.
But when did we go out and chase a young, up-and-coming star and put him on our list and go, bang, look what we've got. We've got someone here in the early 20s that's going to be a great player. Now, they don't have to be the biggest name out there, don't get me wrong. But the Crows, and I trust Haggis and co., that they know players that are going to hit their straps. Mm-hmm. They tend to know these things, clubs, you know. They know what's going on.
They do. They can forecast it quite well.
Go out and get some of these ones. The ones that have been drafted the last couple of years, maybe are sitting back in a team somewhere because they're not getting a game. Get in their ear. Now, the Adelaide media obviously are going to put people off coming to our club. I can guarantee you that happens.
Yeah, I'm put off by us.
Exactly. So, no big names have really come to the state, full stop. Not even to Port. No big names that weren't already being pushed out by their clubs.
That's true.
Exactly.
I don't think West Coast wanted to lose Lycett though.
He's not a big name.
But he's not a big name.
No,
He's just
I'm talking a
premiership
big name.
Yeah.
I'm talking a big name player. No one's gone, oh my God. So I want to see us get someone to come to us.
Yeah.
I want to see us trade well.
And nominate for us. And say, look, I want to go to the Adelaide
Crows,
Football Club.
and that's where we want to go.
Yeah.
Yep. And we know that that's not always possible, but that's what we need to see.
That
there's some faith in our club externally.
Correct. Because right now...
I mean, you're talking about Lycett. I mean, he's being shopped around. Did you know that?
Is he?
Yeah. He's being shopped around from pillar to post. No buyers.
No buyers.
No buyers, apparently. And he, the other rumours going around that I've seen is that it wasn't just all form the reason he got dropped.
Okay.
So something else. I don't know. That would only be speculation. So
okay. Interesting.
Could be anything.
It was bizarre that they did drop him. It was odd.
And he smashed it. And it'd be interesting this week because he smashed it in the SANFL. But they'll be really wanting to win, so don't be surprised if they relent and pop him back up.
Yeah, probably. Because that's been...
But they also cost them a lot of money.
Yeah, 600,000, I think.
Or 7 years.
Oh,
it's
wow.
a lot.
Wow.
They but they will do that.
Yeah. Yeah, they will. But they do it.
But yeah, hasn't worked out, but...
No, it hasn't.
We need to be able to go out and do that.
Oh, absolutely. No, we are the main club.
If we want a Grundy, you know what? Wait till next year now. It's too late now, isn't it? If we want a Grundy, I'm not saying we're going to get him at all, but it would be next year, and you offer him what you need to get him across the line, correct? Yeah. No, but I'm just saying, I'm just using him as an example.
See, right now, Ali, completely agree with you, but right now, he's going to be 26, 27 when he comes to us? Is he going to be in our next premiership team?
We don't know how quickly we can turn things around.
And it can turn quickly. Mm-hmm. It can turn quickly. But I think I honestly believe we have to, next 3 years, we have to rebuild, personally. But
the Crows won't want to rebuild, so they'll want to...
Well, I think they have to
regenerate their list.
They need to get past that of not wanting to bottom out because...
Yep, just bottom out.
Just do it. Do it. Because right now, it's freaking...
It's hopeless. You heard the list we went through. The players that were ranked elite and the players that have gone backwards.
It's just diabolical. It's just...
Does that make sense? And we're sorry that we're being a bit negative, but this game just sort of
nothing positive to talk about it though, Ali. That's the thing.
This game, the Collingwood game, really explained our year.
In a nutshell.
It did. To me, it did.
Completely.
And we ended up and we weren't even angry at the end. And I agree with that. You never boo your own team. I know we sucked, but you do not boo your own team. No. We weren't even angry at the end of it because we were like, oh, come on, Collingwood, let's just finish us off. Just do it properly. Don't even make us think for a chance.
Get some constellation prizes.
Get it happening.
Just get it happening.
But anywho, enough of that. We've prepped on about that enough. Any other injuries that we've got?
Injuries. Jake Kelly. What was that with his
ankle? Yeah, he got a kick
in
his shin. So, but hopefully he'll be up and going.
He'll be right for Collingwood next year then.
Yeah, he should be fine for it. No, I hope he stays.
I hope he stays as well because he's, as I said, he's the type of player that's actually showing some heart. Mm-hmm. Some heart.
So do you want to do any other injuries? Any people we're expecting back? Alex Keith played all right on the weekend, just to let you know.
Oh, did he?
Greenwood played all right. Rat did all right.
Of course they did.
Yeah. And anyone else am I missing? But I'd like to see, I think you could probably bring in a Greenwood. If Greenwood doesn't come in now, I'm really going to be quite convinced that he's off somewhere else. Keith I'd bring in.
Yeah. See, I don't know if we... Their forwards are... They don't have a big
I just
forward
like
line.
Keith. I don't care.
I know what you
Play
mean.
him up forward. I don't care.
Yeah, give that a shot. We might find something. Mm-hmm. Give it a shot.
Shall we have a look at round 23?
Do you think the 2-ruck combination worked? I don't think it did.
I didn't mind it. What, could it have been any worse than our forward line?
No. But I think we could have used them better though.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
I think we could have used them better.
Yeah. But Sauce and them and Rob took some telling marks at telling times during the games.
Yeah.
We just need that tall, lanky, running player ruck.
We need true.
And speedy, aggressive outside mid.
I take my hat off to the Collingwood coaching group because Will Hoskin-Elliott's been playing predominantly down back. And
they him and Ruffhead forward.
They put him forward.
They were good too.
And they were very, very good.
Hoskin-Elliott's
very, very good.
See, he went out and got the best players from Giants.
That's right.
Didn't go and wait till they went out and paid what they had to and got them.
That's
and
right.
Crows, if you need to pay for them, pay for them.
Absolutely. Start spending some
Brisbane,
of that cap.
2 first-round picks, Lockie Neal. Everyone said they were mad. Who's laughing now?
That's right.
There we go.
Could win a Brownlow for him.
Exactly. Okay, let's get into the final round of the AFL. Before we get into the finals, most of these are shaping the 8.
Again.
Mm-hmm. Collingwood versus Bombers. This is for the Pies to try and make a shot at the 4. Will the Pies beat the Bombers? Anthony?
Yeah, I do believe that. So that's the Friday night game, is it? I'm going to go Pies, Ali.
Yep, I'm happy to go Pies. Next game's at the SCG, Swans versus Saints. We want the Swans to win, so I'm going to go for the Swans. Kieran Jack's last game. Hopefully they can get it across the line.
Yeah, Swannies.
Then we've got North Melbourne versus Demons. Who cares?
Where's that play to?
Bluntstone Arena.
North.
No, I reckon Melbourne will win. Because they've got their second round pick now, so now they'll show up.
Are you going more, Melbourne?
No, I'll go North, but I reckon, don't be surprised if Melbourne win that one. Geelong at the MDMA Stadium versus Carlton, so I'm going Geelong. To give them a touch-up too. Because Geelong lost, so they really need a win, so Carlton are going to be at the wrong end of that. Giants versus Suns, well, that'll get the Giants season back on track.
Yeah, Giants.
West Coast versus Hawks.
Oh.
I'll go West Coast, but I think it's going to be a lot closer than what people think.
I'm going to go West Coast. Only because it's over there.
Bulldogs versus Crows, have to go the Bullies, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Bulldogs.
Richmond, game of the round.
Oh, that's Brisbane and Richmond, isn't it?
Yep. Up at the MCG, of course, because Richmond don't travel anywhere. I think you're right, the Tigers could just burst Brisbane's bubble a bit before they play finals, which Brisbane might need that
be a
loss.
good thing, because they've won 9 straight.
Yep. So, actually, I think they'll get their 10th.
Brisbane?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know...
Put them down.
All right.
Yep.
I'll write that at the end.
And Port versus Freo. Well...
Port.
Depending on the results of every other game,
but
if Bulldogs beat us or Hawks get over them, they won't care and they'll come out and smash Freo. But if there's a chance of them making the 8, they'll probably choke.
Lose. So you're going Port?
Yep. And how many fans will show up? This is their last game of the year.
I'm going to say
27?
27.
Okay, you go. Yep, write down 26, 27. We'll see if we come back to. They should get a packed house for that.
They should. We got 48,000.
I know. That impressed me. Well done, Crows fans, for starters.
Yeah, when I rocked up, I thought, it's busy in the Southern Plaza here.
Yeah.
There's people everywhere.
Pretty damn fine.
Just writing down some things Ali said.
Oh, I say a lot of things, Anthony. So I've had a little bit of everything in tonight's show. Tonight's episode, yeah. What do you reckon?
Ep.
So anything else, Anthony, you'd like to go over?
Oh.
I reckon what we'll do tonight is we'll actually, the rest of our garage band. There was a little bit more to that song, so I reckon we're going to chuck that in at the end before we have our outro.
I think so, Ali, because
I think we were on song.
We were really on song with that song.
Almost
particularly you with vocals.
Thank you for noticing. I put a little bit of grunge effort. I had a bit of a raspy voice from, cheering at the footy. But,
What, Darcy Fogarty's goals?
Oh, you better believe it. I was all over that. I can't play the Fog song. That is on SoundCloud.
Yes.
Follow that. Two Crows. The other bits and pieces will get up there eventually. I might even put some of the old Standing on the Outside episodes up on SoundCloud for people to have a little listen to.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
My little spirit animal Ruchi can get a run again.
Rabbitohs jacket.
Rabbitohs jacket. Tracksuit pants. Classics.
Classic.
Anyway, best of luck to everyone. We'll wrap up the potty and the main season next week, and then we'll take it all from there and see if we go for finals and trade and draft.
#2Crows Footy. #Crows Audits.
#Premierships Before Profits.
#Crows Fans Unite.
That's it.
Hashtag. Retweet, like, follow.
Podbean, YouTube, iTunes, Twitter. Get us round us at TwoCrowsS Podcast.
On Twitter.
It's good night from me.
And it's a good night from her.
Bye. Brought to you by Two Crows